When I come home and I'm like in my, childhood house, it's very hard to write because I'm writing and I'll hear like, you know, not supposed to knock or whatever, but I'll hear like footsteps coming down. Like, Dante! I'm like, yes, hi, what's going on? We gotta go to the store to get those ribeye steaks, you mother. I'm like, okay, I'll get the steaks. She's like, what are you doing? You writing? Yeah, I'm writing. Oh, what you writing about? And it's gone.
Yeah.
And all right, let's go get the steaks.
Wow.
And it's gone.
Wow. That is the most accurate description
Gone.
of an Italian parent, specifically an Italian father,
It's gone.
I have ever heard.
Hey, Anthony, where'd you get this podcasting stuff from?
It fell off the back of a truck. We're back on the Breaking Bread podcast. I'm here with my co-host, Sal the Voice.
How you doing?
And today we have a very special guest. Welcome to the show, Dante Palminteri.
What's up, guys?
The sky. You're what's up, Dante. You're what's up today.
I'm excited to be here.
Thank you for taking the trek down.
Yeah, quite a ride down from your parents' place, and I call it upstate, even though it's really not upstate.
They ride horses there, so
They do.
I
Horses
think
mean
that's what
upstate.
classifies it as officially. It's ambiguous, but it is.
Twisty roads, rolling hills, people on horses.
If there's more
And no
farm,
street
if
lights.
there's more farm animals than people, it's upstate.
When I was doing my dad's podcast when it just started, and he started getting like his guests on, and I was running the soundboard, I forgot to hit record.
Was that a rough week?
All you had was the camera audio.
Yeah, we had to get rid of the episode, and he was like, "All right," and then when I went to end it, I hit the record button to end it, and then it started recording, and I was like,
No.
and he just left. I was like, "Sounds great, got it," and then the guy left, and I'm like,
Hey, Dad.
Who was it?
"Oh, I forgot who it was." This was like 3 years ago. I'm sure we still have the video somewhere on my laptop. And he was like, because my dad doesn't know audio. He's like, yeah, but like, you got it. I was like,
You got it somewhere.
You got it.
I'm like,
It's in the cloud, right?
yeah.
Cloud.
It's in the cloud.
You got,
right?
yeah, but like,
Yeah.
you got it. Like, they got it. The mics were on. I'm like, I mean, technically, on.
The camera mics were on.
Oh, he was freaking out. I'm like, I was like, this is also kind of your fault. Dude, no.
Yeah, you didn't hire.
Like, what the hell did you expect?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want
Yeah.
me to run the pod? I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Is that like how is that dynamic? Because in a lot of ways, you're expecting your father to show you the ropes in certain things you're doing, right? And in a lot of ways, your father's now asking you
Oh, yeah.
to show him the ropes.
AI has caused a big problem in our household.
Is that
Really?
right?
He's like, look at this video. I'm like, that's AI.
Oh, yeah.
He's like,
I
it
know.
is? I'm like, yes. How do you know? Because I know. It's just, he's
I know.
like, I don't know.
You could tell right away.
I'm like, turn that, I'm going to start blocking every AI anything. He can't watch it. He thinks it's real.
AI got my mom with the Justin Bieber song. Like I had a full-blown argument with her over it.
like, but it's
She was like, no, he really sang about Diddy. I was like, no, he didn't. Mom, he didn't sing about Diddy. Yeah, I was like, that was not him. She goes, I heard it. I'm like, I know you heard it.
My mother sent
we
me the
we
video.
went through this.
My mother sent me the video of the polar bear escaping all the sharks. I was like, this is wild. No, it's not. It's AI.
We need to start some sort of verification process for our parents to know, like, this is not real.
Now that's
Not
a good business idea.
Watch this.
Yeah.
This is AI. Like, there's ones of cats dancing. It's like, whoa, it's fake. It's fake. Hey, what do you mean it's fake? It's right here. It's fake. Stop it. But yeah, he asks me a lot for social media stuff, and I ask him a lot for everything else.
What do you think about AI's everything else?
Everything
What,
else.
what do you think about AI's role in film now, in television?
Great
They're
question.
saying that AI is taking a lot of, or it could potentially take a lot of writing jobs, and
I mean, it can like it can only do things that's been done before.
right.
That's true.
So, cool. It's gonna make a new horror movie with the same jump scares and the
Yeah.
same story that we've seen a million times. Like, I don't care about that. I don't feel weird about AI in the arts because it can't do the thing. It can.
It can't be human. I like,
It
I know what you're
can't.
saying.
There's
It
no
can't be
emotional
human.
sense in its discography. Like, you can't.
You un-
you can't.
There's,
You
there-
understand how to use it? because I don't.
Not even a little bit.
Really?
Chat GPT.
I use it all the time.
I was making meatloaf last night.
I
My
use
wife
it
goes,
all the time.
Yeah.
Find the recipe on use AI to find ask AI, ask Chat GPT.
So-
how do I make meatloaf?
Well, you don't need to because Google does it now. Google uses AI when you ask for,
Yeah,
for
the
anything. now.
Gemini.
The last time I used AI is I wanted to learn the difference between cognac and brandy.
So
Turns out the difference is cognac is brandy just made in Cognac, France. That's it.
Right.
really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I'm like at home, like, can I use brandy instead of cognac? Yes, you can. Yeah.
AI, it's actually wrong a lot. So
Yeah.
I know someone, a lawyer who shall be nameless, told me that there was another lawyer that argued a case in AI, and this is like an ongoing
Really?
thing, so it's affecting all like industries. Yeah, he basically plugged it in and was like, "How do I argue this?" And AI cited a case that didn't exist.
What?
And the judge called him into, and he argued it. He didn't think to check it.
And he didn't know what he was talking
And
about.
the judge called him into his chambers, and he was like, "This case doesn't exist." The judge actually went to look it up and
Good.
like everything else.
Good.
Yeah, so
Get out of here.
technically, it's it's not always right, and I've caught it being wrong more than one time. I have caught it being wrong because I use it for everything. It's definitely not human. So you're totally right on that. Where it won't. I don't think it'll be a complete takeover, but the average everyday tasks definitely will be gone.
Yeah.
Well, people are using it for school. People use it for projects.
Yeah.
People are using it for school, and then teachers are using it for grading.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like someone is submitting an AI essay, and then the teacher's using a. So no one's doing anything.
Yeah.
Everyone's just
Copy and pasting.
yeah. But I don't think it's gonna take over the film industry. I think it's gonna write scripts that everyone has seen before, and I think it's gonna put in performances that are just right down Main Street.
I
That
think it's good for giving ideas. It doesn't give you the full development of what you actually need. It just gives you like a little boost.
Have you ever considered, as an artist, using it to help you get more ideas? Like, let's just say, hey,
What do you mean?
this is what I have for this song. Fill it in, and then you see what it says, and you're like, oh, I like
I
that, but
actually
I don't
haven't
like
done
this.
that.
Yeah,
I've never
just
done
curious.
that.
Yeah.
I'm sure people do.
Dante's classically.
It
talented.
takes
Yeah.
It takes the thing out
course.
of it. There's
No,
no.
it takes
You know
the
what I mean?
human, the human
There's
element.
no
out of it.
originality.
The song is the last stop. You know what I mean? So then when you're supplementing it with something else, it's pointless.
Yeah.
Now you,
It takes the journey out of it.
Definitely.
yeah, and that's
There's
now
nothing left to it.
now it's just sounds, which is fine, but like who cares?
How is your relationship with music these days?
It's awesome.
Yeah?
Hell yeah.
Are you writing a lot? Are you-
Writing a ton all the
great.
time, recording. I have a lot of stuff getting ready to come out that I'm recording, but my relationship with music is pretty awesome. How about yourself?
It's good.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, where do you find inspiration to write? Because I feel like with all the noise and everything of life, I found it very, very difficult
Yeah.
to sit and contemplate original music lately.
Hardest things is one of the hardest things in the world.
I sort of changed my songwriting process a little bit. Have you read Rick Rubin's book?
No.
It's like it's the most insane thing ever.
What's it called?
The creative act, the creative way, the artist's way. Oh man!
Right.
After I just was like, it's the best thing ever. What's the name? Oh, I think I forgot. No.
Well, no, I heard
Um,
it's about kind of shutting everything out and how you
Yeah,
how you
and
focus.
there's this chapter about shaking it up and just doing something different and how your process can get really stale. And I always approach songwriting as like, and I'm gonna write a song now, and here we go. And everything is about writing, and I can't do that. I gotta practice. I gotta write. And then you like shut off life to write songs, and you get in the room, and you're like, I got nothing to say. There's nothing to say. I
That's
didn't
how
do
I feel.
anything.
I feel like there's nothing to say.
There's nothing to say. So I'm trying now to focus on songwriting as more of like what it was supposed to be, what it was in the beginning, why I fell in love with it, which is an outlet for the life I'm living.
Mm.
And then whatever happens, happens. But that is the end goal, to just live life and then to have that inspire you and not to go, oh, I'm not going to go do that. I would rather just sit in my studio for a week straight. It's like, no, I'll go have some life experience, and then I'll have something to say about it.
Is your studio at home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the technology now, you don't really need to do anything much.
Right.
True.
For me, it used to be, I can't be at home and
Yeah, I
be
know.
creative.
I totally feel that.
I agree with that as well. You know, obviously I don't songwrite, but the writing that I do,
Yeah.
I feel like I need to like be in like a house upstate with like my desk in like front of a window, and I can't have my phone on. I can't like have anything at all, and you have to be feeling something.
I have to be completely in, like, the bubble. There can't be anything penetrating the bubble. When I come home and I'm, like, in my, childhood house, it's very hard to write. Because I'm writing and I'll hear, like, not supposed to knock or whatever, but I'll hear, like, footsteps coming down. Like, Dante! I'm like, yes, hi, what's going on? We got to go to the store to get those ribeye steaks, you mother. I'm like, okay, I'll get the steaks. She's like, what are you doing? You writing? Yeah, I'm writing. Oh, what you writing about? And it's gone.
Yeah.
And all right, let's go get
Yeah,
the
right.
steaks.
Wow.
And it's gone.
Wow, that is the most accurate description
Gone.
of an Italian parent, specifically an Italian father,
It's gone.
I have ever heard.
all
My
he wants
dad
to do-
does that
He
constantly.
just wants to
to spend time with
participate.
you.
Yeah.
100%. But I'm like, I just want to be, or he'll come. Like, my mom will do this too. Just like come down, like sit on the couch. Like, I'll be in the, like, we have a basement where, like, I'll go down to write because that's the most secluded part of the house. They'll just come down, kind of sit there, go on their phone. Like, what's going on? I'm just hanging out. I'm like, all right, can I have a minute? Like, oh, I'm just sitting here. I'm like, okay. That's it.
It's so true.
And it's gone.
It's
And
so
it's
true.
gone. I need to be totally
Yep.
like sequestered from any sort of opinion. Even if it's a good opinion, even if I'm writing in my apartment and my girlfriend will be like, "Oh, I love that." I'm like, "Don't
Don't tell me that.
don't say that." Now I'm thinking about how good it is rather than what it could have been. It's gone. Let's go. Let's go get coffee.
Yeah.
I was sitting with Joe Piscopo yesterday.
Joe Piscopo.
We were talking about how certain arrangements of songs invoke certain emotion, and how like Don Costa with Frank Sinatra was, very emotional, and the lyrics to some songs are very simple, and yet you throw this arrangement to it, and it becomes very ornate and becomes very, very deep,
Yeah.
and yet when I look at stuff original music that I've done, and there's some stuff that's very deep, like lyrically and story-wise, it's very emotional, and that stuff often is a lot less popular than the stuff that I've written that's very like bubblegum and
Yeah.
like very, very simple. Like someone came up to me and was like, I really need to, I'm coming to your Christmas show. I was just in Boston this week. Like, I'm coming to your Christmas show. Will you do that Christmas song you did? And I'm like, December's Cold Without You, right? It is I farted this song out.
Farted?
In 45 minutes in a studio. And it's the one that people are asking for all the time. And I think, how am I going to recreate that? I was exhausted. I was angry.
You're in the zone.
I just wanted to finish it.
Yeah.
I put something out, and it became very popular.
Isn't that funny?
And
I
here
mean, Mariah Carey didn't want to do All I Want for Christmas Is You. She didn't want to do it.
she did not want to do it.
Probably sick of it
She
now.
hated it.
She didn't.
Sick of it.
Crazy.
How could she be sick of it?
Like-
every mansion she has.
She didn't want to do it.
That goes into the videos too. Do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
The amount
let's
of
be
videos
honest.
that me and
like,
him have put out
100%.
where I just didn't
Yeah.
care. I'm like, you know what? I need
Whatever.
something to post. Let me just post it. I
Yeah.
don't give a shit, and then skyrocket.
Sometimes you lose yourself in the depth of a song.
Yeah,
You're writing something that's so complicated and its emotion that's so raw.
which is great, but it's like for you almost.
That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Which
it
is
ends
cool,
up
like,
being
there's-
only for me.
Yeah.
that's
This is a really specific song. Yeah, I do the same thing where sometimes I'll look back at songs and I'm like, all right, this is a little too. Let's go back to the drawing
Heavy.
board for a second on
Well,
this
to
one.
me,
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta get out of the comfort zone.
Do you guys ever feel like you have to be in some sort of a state of mind to write? And what I mean by that is, if I go back to all my writing, right? If I go back to when like I started, the times in my life that I faced the most trials and tribulations was the time I wrote the best.
Yeah, 100%.
So like, do I have to immerse myself in things that make me
Yeah,
sad?
yeah,
Like
that's
you know
like
what I
the
mean? Like I kind of
paradox,
struggle with
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, like my best writing comes from moments where I'm like so upset
Yeah.
and so unsure of the
Likewise.
future. I'm like,
Well, that's when you're the most vulnerable.
yeah. When I'm feeling good, I just went to the gym, I worked out, things are great. I got lunch with my girlfriend. I'm like, I got nothing to say right now. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost like the writing becomes a plea,
Yeah.
and you have nothing to plead for. Everything you wouldn't ask any more of life.
Like I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm
You
good.
become too comfortable to write.
When I'm gonna write a song, like I'm good.
Yeah.
Everything is just
There's
fine.
no adversity to push through.
Right.
And that's true in history. Like if you look at some of the greatest writers ever, who was bipolar, who killed themselves, who, there was all a history of deep sadness. So, it really makes you think. Like the most talented people on like the planet, have really struggled to get their art out there.
Yeah.
Speaking of talented people, not everyone is multi-talented. Not everyone can do music and act. So, I mean, there's the obvious question, was that always the case with you? Were you always kind of into both? Did you have your feet in both pools?
I never like really chose acting. It just kind of was always there. Sounds weird to say that.
It was like another like another medium.
It was like a reverse cliche, like Mom, Dad, I'm gonna be a lawyer. Like, what lawyer? You're gonna be an actor just like me. You
That's
don't know
amazing.
this law.
That's awesome.
Like it was just always my dad going, hey, read these sides with me. I'm like, all right. I'm like 9. I don't know what I'm talking about. Like some horrible murder. Like that scene that I'm doing, and I don't even know. And just, where's Dad? Oh, he's on set. Oh, we gotta go see he's on set. Hey, what's up? And I'm meeting everybody, and then just, you wanna do an audition? You wanna act? He's like, yeah, just like my dad, whatever, like my mom. And then you just do it, and you just keep kind of doing it. There was never really a moment where I was like, and now I also want to act. Never.
So you weren't in theater as a kid or anything
no,
like
I
that?
was in a ton of theater.
Oh,
Yeah, but it was just like what you did.
right.
It wasn't like, Mom, Dad, I really want to do the play. It was like, I'm doing. Of course, I do the play. What else would I do?
So it's the family business.
Yeah,
It's like if someone owned like a pizzeria and
Yeah,
their family was expecting them to
100% the
work
same.
in the pizzeria.
yeah. There's never like, Mom, Dad, I think I want to work in the pizzeria. It's just like, let's go, come on. But yeah, I did a ton of theater. I didn't really do many sports in high school because I was doing theater. My high school would always get mad at me. They're like, you have to do a sport for the year. I'm like, I'm actually in Shrek the Musical. So
I'm
We're-
Lord Farquaad.
and we're in tech.
Lord, 3.
Yeah, right.
And we're in tech, so I'll be leaving in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, it'll be the next 5 hours of my day.
Yeah, so that's what I'm
There's no time for soccer.
I'm in
yeah.
Shrek the Music.
I'm actually in Shrek the Musical, and today I'm doing green for the first time, so, like, get out of my face. I am stressed.
3, my lord.
How old are you? How old are you when it starts getting serious?
The
You
first the first real movie I did, I was a senior in high school, 18. Sharknado 2, baby.
Sharknado 2.
Sharknado too.
Let's go, Sharknado.
Such a cast.
I remember the first time I
Dude,
saw
it was.
that.
It really was.
My dad
Those shark-
obsesses over Sharknado.
Those Sharknado movies
Obsesses.
attract the entirety of Hollywood.
Dude, it was my first movie ever. I walked onto set, and it was Judd Hirsch. So I was like, what? Judd Hirsch, Ian Ziering, Vivica A. Fox, and Mark McGrath. That was like my first day, first scene. Was a scene when we were all in a cab and we were rolling up, and it was Sharknado was going on.
It was Raining Sharks.
It was Raining Sharks.
Yeah.
And that was my first scene of my first movie ever, and I walked onto set, and they blocked off Broadway. It was a massive production.
Yeah.
Huge, dude, huge.
No one expected Sharknado.
Huge
to hit.
My
production.
dad
Was?
obsesses over this over them.
I thought it was gonna be like, do they really?
My dad obsesses over it.
Really?
I don't. And then listen, I watched it with him. There's a Christmas one too, right? It was like Sharknado.
There's a Christmas Sharknado.
I'm pretty
What they
sure.
have Santa hats?
I honestly
It's
tapped.
like Santa Shark or something.
I tapped out after 3. I don't know how many more there are. I think there's 6 or 7. There's a
There's
lot.
7 Sharknados.
I think there's
They're
6.
catching
or
up to Fast
7.
and Furious.
There's a lot.
Did somebody say family?
There's a lot.
Did somebody say shark?
You know what's more important than Sharknadoes? Family. Yeah.
Wait,
we-
but how do you beat the Sharknado again?
I
I saw it so many
You
years
gotta
ago.
throw bombs in it, or
Okay.
like freeze it or blow it up. It's
It's like
just
you throw like nitrous or like a bomb. I don't know. My dad loves
Okay.
them.
we gotta bomb it. We gotta bomb the Sharknado. But we showed up on set and they blocked off Broadway, and I remember seeing the camera and they were wheeling it in, and it was like the size of this couch almost, and it had like 3 guys wheeling it, and I was like, that's when it hit me. I was like, oh, this is a movie. This is a real movie. This isn't some like little thing. I don't know what I thought, but I'd never done anything like it before. I was 18, and I had to leave school for 2 weeks. So I had to go up to my principal. I'm like, hey, so I need a 2-week absence. And he's like, why? I'm like, well, I'm doing Sharknado 2. He's like, get out of my office.
And
And
this
he was
point,
totally cool with it.
Are you in New York or LA at this
I
point?
was in New York. I moved to
Okay.
LA a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
In my poor school. They're like, where's Dante? I'm like, he's shooting Sharknado 2.
that's awesome.
Like, is that like cool? Can he just miss 2 weeks of school?
Talk about like a positive like like type rumor. Like Dante's MIA. No, he's filming Sharknado too.
He's bombing sharks.
Pretty cool. He's bombing sharks.
The audition was really fun because they didn't tell you what was gonna really happen. So you like read the script and I just sat in this, sat in like this little fold-out chair, and there was this woman and she was like, "All right." She turns on the camera. She's like, "Okay, you're in a taxi. The water line is coming up, and the sharks are coming in. Go."
Whoa.
That was
Right.
it.
Really?
Yeah, that was it.
She paints the room.
Yep. She goes, "All right, the water line's coming up.
Yeah.
The sharks are coming in. Go." And you just had to like do it. And I got the call. It was so weird. They're like, they want you to do Sharknado. I'm like, what? Really? Okay.
What did you say? Like what? I'm just.
I was like,
curious.
hell
Your
yeah.
agent calling you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, hell yeah, I want to do Sharknado.
No, I
I
meant
just couldn't believe that.
in the audition. Like what did you say? Like that.
Oh, I
He read it well.
don't even remember.
That's
it was
what
just
it is.
you just had to improv, and she'd
Yeah.
be like, "The shark is coming through the window, beat it," and you had like a prop, and you had to like pretend to beat it,
So you have to read
cool.
the script,
That's cool.
and then you have to, and then
And-
and then there was like a little improv
and then she's
thing.
yelling the things at you.
They're coming from the sky. You gotta get it. Go. Yeah, yeah. And you have to be like, quick,
How
go
are you
out the
not
window.
cracking up? Like, how do you not break into laughter?
Just flying sharks.
I don't know. It's just like so ridiculous. I think that's the comedy of it.
Right.
Is you
It's
have
how
to take it
ridiculous.
serious. You
Yeah.
have to take it so seriously.
Right.
If you laugh, it's then like the fourth wall breaks and it's
Right.
weird and like
You're in
you
on the
shouldn't be
joke.
laughing.
You shouldn't be in on the
It's
joke.
not funny that you
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to be serious. Like I knew that going in, and everyone else. This is so weird. I can't believe everyone else in the room. There were a lot of people in the callback, and everyone else was like joking and laughing and like ha ha ha, ha Sharknado, isn't this crazy? I was in a corner and I was like, I was like getting amped up, like I'm about to run out of the tunnel in like college football. I'm like,
Like it's a Michael Bay movie.
all right, here we go. Yeah, because the more serious you take it, the funnier it is.
How do you prepare for an audition?
You know you're gonna look crazy.
Right.
I'll text my neighbors. I'll be like, hey guys.
I'm gonna be screaming today.
Yeah, like I got a pretty crazy one today. Don't call 911. And my neighbor's like, thank you for letting me know. And then 10 minutes later, you're like, she's dead. Blah! You know, screaming random
The
stuff.
sharks are coming. They're
I had
in
a-
sharks.
They're in the trees.
I had a script read, and the cleaning lady was at the house, and she's in the room next to me, and I'm yelling like profanities in Italian, and I open the door, and she just kind of like looks away and scurries, and then she works at the car wash, so I see her the next day, I'm like,
Hey.
I had to explain.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was reading his script. He's like, no, it's okay.
That,
Yeah.
you do your dad really, really well. Like I love when you do when you
those
do like your videos
yeah.
of like talking to my dad.
Those
and
are
you
the-
go back and forth. I love those.
The first
I
video
love
I
those.
did is one of those like I would spend a day making like a music video and recording and doing everything, and then my dad just said "Praying Mantis," and I was like, "What?" And then I just decided to do a video that took maybe 5 minutes, and like I put down my phone, I checked like 2 hours later. I'm like, "This is more engagement than I've ever gotten on any video ever." It's like, wow, really? And people go, "Oh, this is such a funny video." I'm like, I don't find these funny.
I love those.
You don't see.
I love those.
You don't see your dad like we see your dad. You know, you see your dad as your dad.
Yeah, I guess.
As this goofy guy who lives in your house.
Not like a goofy guy, but he's like my dad.
He's your dad.
I hear him say weird things. I'm like,
Right.
what did Praying Mantis? Where'd you get that?
Praying Mantis.
And that whole
Yeah.
that's like you're humanizing him.
That's like it's like when your parents says something, you start mocking them and they get angry. You're like, well, you know what I meant.
You know what I meant. You know what I meant. I'm like,
Yeah.
I know it's
Praying
funny.
Mantis.
Like,
Praying
he just-
Mantis.
my dad is funny because it's like this old school guy living in this such a different world, and like watching him navigate it is endless entertainment. Like when he got Instagram, my sister goes, "All right, we got to get you verified." He's like, "I'm verified."
Yeah.
They know who I am.
He's like, "Yeah, I'm verified. They know me." I'm like, "No, it's a thing on Instagram. You get a blue." He's like, "I don't need no blue check mark. They know it's me." I'm like, "No, you don't get it. It's like a thing that you do on Instagram where you get verified." And it was, "I don't need verification." And it was a whole thing. And then
That's great.
no, some of them I'm like, "Is this kind of mean to make fun of them?"
I
And
love
I'm
the
like,
verified
"Yeah, it
one.
is. I'm not gonna do that."
Does he ever like feel like maybe like you crossed the line?
Sometimes, yeah.
Until it starts getting popular?
Well, I made one that's like things my dad says when I make the videos, which is 100% accurate. But sometimes I just feel, because I don't want it to look like I'm making fun of him. He just says these things. I'm like, people have to know about this. People have to know that you said this to me.
Praying Mantis.
One time there was a comment on Instagram that was like, it's like, "I like how your parents traumatize you just enough so where it's funny." And I'm like, "Thanks."
Yeah, but that's every Italian parent.
yeah, that's
ever.
every
That's
Italian-
every parent.
That's every
every-
Italian.
Like the same way like your father reacted to you saying I'm going to be anything but an actor is exactly how my mother reacted to me saying I wanted to be a singer,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But plumbers make so much money, you know? And so I get it 100%.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is we all see your dad as Chaz Palminteri from film and television. And your dad is more like my parents than I could have ever imagined.
Oh,
That's what I really love about it is
yeah.
I feel like
Incredibly relatable.
like
Yeah.
I'm seeing what I go through with my dad. Like it's like
yeah.
great. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. That's a good
And
point.
because you're such a talented actor, it's very, very good. They're
yeah,
very
you
good.
do him well. Like you really give it
Thanks.
your all, and you
Even
could
just-
just tell. You could tell.
The inflection and some of the faces you make.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's-
I have so much experience with them. I'm actually posting one today or tomorrow. This will be the sneak preview of it. Where one time I was like 12 and he came in my room. He always loses the remote control to his TV in his bedroom, and he came in my room and he's like, "Yeah." He comes in my
I
room.
love this.
He comes in my room. And he goes, "You touch the remote in my bedroom?" I was like, "No," and he goes, "So you telling me we got a ghost?
Oh my god, I love this.
Is that what you telling me? The house is haunted? We got a haunted house? It was a ghost. Wasn't me. Wasn't you. Must have been a ghost." I'm like, I don't know what to say. You don't know what to say to that. Like, I didn't touch the remote. Like,
you
how-
want me to just admit it?
How are we already at like the supernatural? All I said is I didn't touch the remote. And he's like, "All right." And he'll just like walk away. I'm like, "Are we okay? Is everything all right?" And then he'll find it. He'll be like, it was in the pillows. Sorry." And I'm like, "You're traumatizing me." My family and I were diehard UFC fans. when I'm in California, if there's a UFC fight, I have to turn my phone off because I know that I'm going to get a phone call going, how do I get the UFC fight? And it's just going to be a whole thing.
Got to walk them through it.
Okay, hit menu. There is no menu. There's a menu. I don't see menu. FaceTime me. Show me the remote. Okay, you see the big one at the middle? That's menu. Oh, all right. Hit that. There's no batteries. Okay, get batteries. What type of batteries? I think it's AAA. We don't have AAA. You got to go to the store. I'll call you back in 20 minutes. I'm getting like PTSD. And then it's like an hour and a half long ordeal of getting to ESPN Plus. And then finally we'll get on it. He'll be like, all right, bye. And then I'm just like...
You can't even enjoy anymore.
The thing that like I feel like Italian parents do is they ask you for a solution and they fight you on it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they want to know why.
They'll fight you on the solution. Like, all right, so go... You gotta quit out of Netflix. Why?
Like, what do you mean? Why?
Just quit out of Netflix.
My father was having was overreacting to something. And then he said, what should I do? And I told him what to do, and he said, that's ridiculous. I went, oh, okay. That's ridiculous.
I didn't make it.
Right.
That's just what you have to do.
I said, let's just remember, you called me. You needed me.
I'm assisting you.
I
Right.
had to. I once walked, when I was like 17, I walked downstairs in our living room. I found my nonna at the computer. I'm like, I'm just going to stop this right now.
So true.
What are you trying to do right now? Just let me know. I'll do it. She had the mouse. I'm not making this up. She had the mouse, and she was going like this. Like this with the mouse.
Like a Wii remote.
Yeah, like a Wii. Yeah, like Wii bowling. She was going like this, and I'm like, stand up, go sit on the couch. Just let me know. She's like, I'm trying to see the pictures from a Facebook of this one of her friends' new grands. I'm like, all right, I'll find it. I'll get it. I'm like, I don't know what you're doing at the computer, but you're gonna like somehow hack into the Pentagon.
Whipping that mouse
Yeah,
around.
because no amount of computer scientists can predict the sequence of events that's about to happen with you at the computer. You're going to hack into the White House or like Air Force One or something. With her TV, she would like do things to the TV and ask me to fix it. I'm like, how did you even do that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
even
yeah.
know how you did that.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here talking about my dad and my nonna, but the reality is if the lights turned off right now, I'm going to be like that to them. I'm going to be like, hey, Nonna, how do I wash clothes in the river?
That's true.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
right.
a that's
Which
a
is
that's
what
a
she
good
had to do.
perspective. That's a good perspective.
You know,
How do I get by with anything?
yeah.
How do we...
Like, we live in a world of, like, I know how to work the buttons, but then I think about what, like, our parents did, and I'm like, oh, all right.
Part of me lately
Yeah.
has been thinking I really want to start disconnecting myself. And, you know, because now I have Anthony to run social media. I don't need to be on it anymore. You know, so really all I need is a telephone.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You know, and I'm like, well, because sometimes I find myself scrolling and scrolling and scrolling
Yeah,
in this
doom
endless
scroll.
loop. Yeah. Doom scroll.
Doom scroll.
Yeah. And I don't know how to get out of it. Like, I got to stop this. I got to stop. I got to
You know-
cut this out of my life.
What helped me was my Apple Watch,
Mm-hmm.
because I just take my phone, I put it, like, in a drawer. Like, if my mom or something needs to call me in an emergency, I'll get the text or I'll get the phone call. But other than that, I'm not on my phone. That helps. It's really hard.
Yeah,
That's a
because-
good idea.
Think about this. All these tech companies, all these media companies, they have psychologists,
Oh, yeah.
marketers, businessmen, just so many people whose sole purpose, sole job is to get you to look at your phone.
Just to look at it.
Like, the odds are the game is rigged. It's not just what it used to be in like 2015, where I take a picture and I post it with Sal and Anthony. No. It's like professionals who've studied the inner workings of our mind, who are designing these things to get us to stay there as long as possible.
You're
It's really hard to stop it.
It's got the older generation where I'll be watching a movie or just watching TV and both my parents are on their phones not paying attention. I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? Like, you used to yell at me when I was on my Game Boy or my DS,
Yeah.
not paying attention. And now my dad's scrolling on Facebook with the full volume on. What I
This-
love.
When I brought my girlfriend home for the first time, I had to like give her a debrief, like, all right, just so like you know what's about to happen right now. We'd go to my house. She'd go, "Whose cars are these?" I'm like, "I don't know. This is part of the deal. I don't know who's in the house. You don't know? I have no idea. It could be someone I haven't seen in 20 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I have no clue what we're walking into right now. Just so you know that." She's like, "You just come home." One time she stayed at my house for like 3 days with my nonna and my Zia, and it was just those three. I was gone. I wasn't even there. It was my girlfriend, my nonna, and Zia. And I just got a video of her in like a salmon-colored nightgown making pizza rustica. I'm like, I like where this is going. Yeah.
Did your mother give her the Italian mom resistance at first?
Oh no, actually
Really?
no. My mom was like, ah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She was. There was none of that. There really wasn't actually.
That's great.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
great.
That's great because
Me and Sal are like, that's great.
Yeah.
your mom is very old school Italian because how she
My
was
mom
raised.
is. My mom is actually like. All right. My mom's Italian. You know what I mean? My mom's parents are, my nonna and my nonna. They were from. They were from Sant'Arsenio and Avellino. So she grew up like the super old school way, and my dad is more like New York Italian. So I got both of them. But my mom, you can knock on the door at 4:30 in the morning. She'll be like, "Let me make you something to eat." Like that's her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
through and through.
That is old school.
old school.
Old school.
Yeah, my mom and dad the same exact
Same way.
situation. Same exact situation.
2 in the morning, you're knocking on the door. It's like, "Oh, hang on. Let me put some." I would have sleepovers in high school. My friends would go upstairs. They'd come down. I'm like, "Where did you get like a rollatini? Where'd you get that?" He's like, "Your mom's upstairs. She had him and she made him." I'm like, "It's 3 in the morning.
That's great.
You're incredibly drunk. Why are you going upstairs bothering my parents?" Yeah.
No, they'll find you.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of
He's
it.
like,
They know there's guests
Yeah.
in the house. They can't rest.
My mom's the same way.
I
She's
get
like,
it.
oh, I'm up now. I'm already up. What do you want?
I'm up. Let me make you something.
Yeah.
Mom, please go to sleep.
What's now? I know you have some music ready to be released. You mentioned that, and you mentioned that there are some things that you can't mention specifically, but people should be on the lookout for.
Yeah, cool. I have a really big movie that's gonna be coming soon.
Awesome.
I'm really excited for that. I asked the director if I could talk, and he was like, "SAG is pretty, SAG comes down on you hard." So I didn't want to say anything, but it's gonna be really cool.
We could talk. We could talk about your experience acting with your father.
Oh yeah,
How was that?
I break his balls every time. It's very fun. I'm always like, "Listen, so what you got to do is," and he's like, "Get away from me."
This is Godfather of Harlem. right?
Godfather. Oh, we were with. It was me, my dad, Forrest Whitaker, which was like. There's always a moment where you're doing a project with someone who's, like S tier,
Yeah.
like Forrest Whitaker, where you walk up to him and there's a second where you're like,
Holy shit.
okay, I'm doing this with him. Okay, even if it's such a small role, you're like, I am on the screen with him. We're doing like, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
And it was Michael Rispoli, and it was just the coolest time. I got to drive an old car, and I was horrified. Like,
What kind of?
dude, it was
car?
an old Lincoln. I can't remember the exact. It was from the 50s, and I'm like, do not.
I think it was a Lincoln Premier.
I think it was a Lincoln Premier.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Do
It
not
was-
crash the car.
Yeah, do not crash the car. Do not crash this car. You will be killed. And it was really fun. I got to do the scene with him, and he would finish the take, and I'm like, try one more. Just try one more, Dad. And he'd like...
Was that like
They
is
laughed.
that the culmination of him sitting with you, going over your lines for an audition and saying, "Do you really want to do this?"
You really want to...
Yeah.
It's always just any moment to break balls is
Right.
like, oh, you just have
That's
to.
great.
Yeah, like, am I supposed to not do that?
It's like a
have
rite of passage.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Like,
also, you have to
you've
tease 'em a
earned
little
the right
bit.
to break balls back.
Yeah.
It also levitates the situation.
It do-
You know?
I'll tell you the weirdest audition story with him. And the only reason I tell the story is because it actually worked and I got the part, and you can watch it on Netflix. I did Orange is the New Black, which is like, it was the coolest experience ever. And I did the audition, and the audition was a guy who's having a bad trip on LSD. I was like, oh, I've never taken LSD. Still haven't. But I was like, I've never taken LSD. I have no idea what that's like. And my dad's like, I got it. So
About that.
he's like, I lived through the 60s. Like, all right. So I was like doing it. He was like, it's not there. Like, the real panic and emotion isn't there. You have to be freaking out. I did it again. It was fine. Did it again. He was like, it's just, you're missing it. He's like, all right, do it one more time. I'm like, all right. He like got pretty close to me. He's like, all right, ready, action. And I just started the scene. He just smacked the shit out of me. Like, hard. Boom. Like, not a small smack. Hard. With his catcher's mitt hand. That big hand he's got. Bam! Right across the face. I was like, ah! I like stumbled backwards. And he like grabbed me by the collar. And it was like Saving Private Ryan. He's like, do the scene! Go! Record. Hits record. Did it. He's like, that's how you do the scene. Sent it. And they're like, we love it. We want to see him come in. We call back. I'm like, why did that work? He's like, I smacked you. I had to smack you because you're in your head. You got to be in the moment. We didn't have time for everything else. I had to hit you. Sorry.
We didn't have time.
We have time to do everything else. So I had to hit you a little bit. Sorry about that.
That's great.
And then I couldn't be mad at him. How can I be mad? I got the call
It
back.
worked.
And then he took me to the callback, and I'm like getting ready to go, and he's like, all right, you ready? I'm like, yeah. He's like, want me to smack you? I'm like, get away from me.
Want me to smack you?
Want me to smack you? Get away. And I went in, I just did it the same way. And they're like, great, cast him. And I'm like, I can't even be mad at you.
That's the Italian-American male influence on acting.
Wait,
Yeah.
which episode?
Like, if you just hit him, it'll just
I
happen.
watched all of them.
Season 3? I don't remember. It's a flashback. There's only one episode. I jump off a roof. I end up jumping off a roof.
It's very specific, Greg.
Yeah, and that was fun because I got to like stand at the edge of the roof and give my line, and then they go cut, and I was like, all right. And then a guy walks out who looks exactly like me, dressed in the same clothes. I'm like, good luck, brother. And he stands there, and I walk downstairs, and I watch, and 4 stories up, this guy jumped off the roof of a 4-story building, and he landed on like the big bouncy castle.
That's crazy.
And it was, yeah, it was right in Queens too. It was right here.
These people got balls.
I was like, there's
Never, I
no
could
way
never.
he's gonna do this. He did it like it was a Tuesday morning. He just was like, oh, okay, action. Jump.
Yeah,
off.
they say, they go, oh, you should really do your own stunts. I think, no, Tom Cruise is nuts.
No, I'm not doing.
That guy's out of his mind.
I'm not doing. No,
Did you see that viral clip
He's always got a broken leg or something.
of his broken ankle?
I'm not doing my own stuff.
Bro, it looked really painful.
I'll do like a little bit, but see, people think it's like a
Like everything's
like-
set up.
like a babying thing. It's like no. If I get hurt, if I break my leg, that's the end of the movie.
Right.
Because I didn't do this stunt. We're shooting the end of the movie, and I don't do this stunt till the very end of the movie, and we just started shooting, so now my leg is broken, and now we have 3 more weeks of shooting that take place before the moment when I did the stunt. So what?
Yeah.
Everything is destroyed now. So it's like you can't, unless you're like Jackie Chan, or unless you're, that's the exception, not the rule.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard to do that. But yeah, my dad smacked me. That's like a thing he does to actors. He's like, I'm teaching an acting class. He'll call me up 6 hours later. He's like, I had to smack a guy. I had to smack this one guy. I'm like, stop hitting people.
I'm taking it.
Stop smacking actors. He's like, they got to get in the zone.
He mentioned it to me once. I asked him, I was like, I need some advice. He goes, take my class.
Yeah.
His class is good.
Yeah.
His class. This one guy goes, we're doing a scene in his class, and there's like 2 guys. This one guy goes, it was like this, sits on the couch, and then This other guy gets up, and he goes and he sits on like the far end of the room by the piano. And my dad's like, "Where you going?" He goes, "Oh, the scene says I'm sitting by the like actors make this so much more complicated." He's like, "Oh, the scene says I'm sitting by the piano." He's like, "Yeah, what if it said you're hanging out the fucking window? What are you gonna do? Sit on the couch, read the lines." That actors always make things too really complicated. Oh, I gotta memorize the lines, live in the moment.
Wow, and just do it.
Yeah,
It's a good motto
Put it
for
out there.
life.
just
That's awesome.
live in the moment and know your lines.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
That was it.
not much more could be said about Dante Palminteri. Incredibly talented, devilishly handsome, and a really great guy. I've known Dante a couple years now. Every time I see him, it's like seeing an old friend. He really is one of us.
These guys are the best.
Thanks for coming on Breaking Bread with me and Anthony. Dante Palminteri.
Thanks so much for having me, guys. This was great.
Yeah.
Dante, you're on pace to have a bright career. You're
Thanks, man. I hope so. I hope we can just keep doing this. This is all I want to do.
love this. I love this. I love how easy the conversation flowed. It goes to show you, like how Sal said, we're all just the same.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, we're not the same. Look at Dante's hairline.
Fair enough.
That's perfect. That's
My
a
hair's
perfect
it's
hairline.
too slicked back.
Look at that. Look, it's a
I
perfect.
put too much product.
It comes
in
to a perfect peak in the middle.
Yeah.
You know what I'd give to have a
Too much
hairline
product.
like Eddie Munster? Everything. Everything.